Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shania if you're new here, and in today's video we're going to be doing a braid down tutorial. So to begin, you want to go ahead and part your hair. If you do have thicker hair, then you want to do more rows if you want a very flat braid down. But if you have fine hair like me, then you can do thicker rows and it'll be just as flat. So I do like to comb the hair up so that it doesn't get dragged into the hair I'm cornrowing. So let's get into it. So this part is optional. If you want to add moisturizer or leave-in, whatever, or oil, you can do that at this point. If you do a moisturizer leave-in, it is going to be a little harder because your hair is going to curl up a little bit. But for me, I have really dry hair. I have no choice but to add a moisturizer. Now we can go ahead and add some edge control to the very front of the section, and then we can take a comb and part out a small section and take 3 pieces from that and start to braid. So at this point, you're going to grab your 3 pieces and start a braid. And once you have that established, you can start grabbing hair from behind, and the smaller pieces that you take, the more it's going to look like a stitch braid. But if you take big chunks of pieces of hair, it's going to look a little less neat. And if you want your braids to lay real flat and you want it to last, then you're going to want to do small pieces and take your time. And as you can see, when I'm taking a small piece, I'm running my fingers through the hair completely, all the way from the root all the way to the ends. This helps with not getting a big tangle issue because you're braiding, but the hair behind you is getting braided loosely, the loose hair. So you have to run your fingers through to make sure that the hair behind is not getting slightly braided. You'll see what I'm saying, and you'll see me run into tangles because I'm going too quick and not running my fingers all the way through after each notch I'm making with the braid. At this point, you can go ahead and braid it all the way down. I like to do this instead of leaving this bunch of hair left over like I just did. Depending on your hair type, it might be easier for you to just leave it out, but for me, it's just easier to just braid it all the way down, add it to the next braid, and then I'm good. So now we're gonna go ahead and do this next braid, but what we're gonna pay attention to is how I add the previous braid end into this cornrow that I'm doing now. And don't worry if this is not a good view for you, because I like to do longer videos because I'm showing different angles and different parts of the head. So just keep watching and you'll see that very soon. So now I'm just measuring where I want to insert the previous braid into this cornrow. So you want to go ahead and add that previous braid, but you want to loosen it at the very bottom of the braid so it's not too tight and pulling on your hair follicles into your cornrow, and you're going to go ahead and braid as if normal, as if it was the hair in the same section right behind the braid that you're doing. And you just keep braiding down all the way down if you would like to do that, and you just keep repeating that until you're done with your whole head. Make sure to watch all the way through so you can see how I make sure the last hanging braid inserts into the hair without sewing it in. So this style can really be done by yourself without having to do any type of sewing. So now I'm just gonna put some jams on so you guys can just relax and really soak in all this visual information. You got this. So now I'm going to show you guys two different techniques of how I get the hanging braid that's left over into the braids without sewing it in. I just loop it through the back loops from me adding the hair from the previous braid into the next cornrow. So that was the first one, and now for the second one, you just start from the hanging braid and then go through each of the loops until you get to the other side, and then do whatever's left over and loop back. And it never comes out, so even if you have short hair, you just loop it a few times, you'll be good to go. Or you could just leave it out, it really doesn't matter. And these are the results. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos.